Hey Jeremy, thanks for the feedback. Appreciate it. I'm just going to rezip the package when I'm done and send it over to you because there's a lot of little updates. But one of the keys was the theme index has some styles in it that were specific to the index page, such as the index, I should say, such as the phone animations. So I just copied those into the theme.css, which is shared by all pages. Um, and now it works. And there's a couple other little things like the background image not fitting. It's a tall image. It just isn't tall enough to fit. Um, and repeat. I didn't repeat itself because the black bar is part of that background image. And as long story short, I just made the image bigger. Is really what I ended up doing to make it fit. So I've just sort of gone through these here um, just to tweak a few things there. Okay, when you're moving things from the index page or from any one page to another, there's two key points here I will show you. Say on your index page here. If we look into the current page.css, sometimes there are special style sheets that are linked in here. We have enough, in my opinion, when I build the sites, there's enough style sheets being loaded in as it is. Or enough styles being loaded into these sheets, they get kind of big. So if a page has just some specific styles that's not used anywhere else, I'll often put it into its own style sheet for that page or for that component. That way it reduces, we're not downloading a bunch of CSS that is never going to be used on another page. So different developers have different ways of doing it. This is one of the ways I did it to try and help the other pages in your site load faster. Anyways, um, long story short, same thing for scripts at the very bottom of the page. If you look into the very bottom, you'll see page scripts down here. Okay, now you're talking about the countdown timer. Okay, and that would be the coming soon page, I believe. Is that what I think we're talking about? Because there's a team counter and there's a countdown timer. This page here, the coming soon page, which actually has the countdown timer, it has two scripts down here that need to be copied into any other page that you'd be using. Okay, but you said the team page, so I'll take a look and see what it's running here. Oh, wait a minute. About and team. Well, let's go with about here and preview it to see what we got going on. And the other thing I was going to say, which makes more sense, is you can actually go into the component, say the counters folder here, and let's open up the team, right? And there's the files right there. And see this, if there's a JS folder in here, that means that it's something that's loaded in separately into the page, the appear and the count too. So we need to load these two files in to your about page here to make that that counter function. Okay. So I'm just going to go down to the very bottom here. Right, so right down here in page scripts, we can just pull a little bit of room, grab this file, drag it over, grab this file, drag it over like so. So now we have the links, okay. And then what we can do is actually just copy one of these scripts up here in twice, and then we can just grab the link and put it right in there. And grab the link and put it right in there. Okay, so let's just test this page out, see if it does what I'm hoping for there. I broke something. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, I just actually didn't have the site settings set after I downloaded the site here. Site settings. Okay. So that is that done. On the insurance, under the questions, can I eliminate the on insurance? Under question to ask, I can't a list to enumerate. Bullets work. I'll get it. Hang on a sec. I know what that is. I know exactly what that is. This is a bootstrap thing, and it's actually produced when I create a bootstrap file. It removes the numbers, and I'm going to remove all that because that is something that I meant to get rid of. I have to manually go in and pull it out when I generate a new bootstrap theme. So there you go. I'm just going to yank it out manually, and there it is right there. Now you got your numbers. And the last one is just a style. I'll show you how I figured this out here. So we hover over. I've already turned one off. I just use an inspect element with Firebug, and it gives me sort of a a tone down, a breakdown of the image right here. I actually have this in a different browser to see, but right here under the theme description, it's saying there's a background image, components line 850. What I like about doing this is when I hover over, if I turn the background image off, I hover over, I can say, oh yeah, that's the one there, right? So components line 850, I'll just go and comment those out for you. And then I'll package this up and I'll send it over. Here they are right here. This one here and this one here, and I'm just going to comment it out, and then I'll, if you ever want them back, you can do so. Okay, I'll package this up, put it up to Google Drive, and what you have and what I have will be exactly the same.